Good morning. Not quite as nice out today. There's already been a couple of spits of rain, so I'm going to pack up. We'll get my breakfast ready. Pack up as quickly as I can. This morning it'll be. I'm just going to cook on the little stick stove. One's it's called the Bush Cooker. It's from 4 Dog Stove. I brought 2 just to play around with both. The other one's my Little Bug Junior that I've used before. Coffee's on. The oatmeal is made, and just put a little bit of honey in it and letting it sit for a bit. I'm off on day 2. Not, as I said earlier, not quite as nice. It did start to spit rain while I was packing up. There was a brief moment where the sun came out, but it seems overcast. Good piece of blue, but got a lot of portaging to do today. Not a lot if you had a light boat. And we're doing single carries. I'm not. So, and I'm headed to Daisy Lake, or Misty Lake, sorry. So not too far, but a lot of short portages. One medium, like a 1K portage in there. Anyway. Nice and calm so far. Next portage isn't too far away. Oh, I see it right there. Off we go. Portage number 1 for today. Not bad, take it. This portage is brutal today. It's like this, all muddy. Bugs are wicked. I can deal with the mosquitoes, although they're annoying, but it's those damn deer flies. They get a chunk out of you. These rickety things, I'm not sure if they're help me or hurt me. Not really a gymnast. Some balance beams. Nice and slippery. This is a nice portage. Nice and flat, except for the beginning. It looks like maybe this was an old logging road or something. There's a
part where there's some gravel on the trail. It looks like an old road. The trees are clear cut on both sides, but it's starting to grow over. So it's probably an old road crossing here. Anyway, I've done the Flanagan first. Just carrying the canoe now. I think I'm gonna be exhausted by the time I get to Misty. Flanagan's nice, but not so much fun to carry. So I think if I do anything portage heavy, I won't be bringing that. A little bit of an obstacle at the takeout from Muslim Lake into Misty. This is my last portage. Wouldn't be so bad if you had two people, but with just me and a rather heavy canoe, it made it more challenging. Where to go? The portage was awesome up to this point. Pretty much all downhill. So I just filtered some water. I'm gonna have some lunch. It's 10 after 1. I've got 2 more portages to go. One is 370 and one is just over 1,000. I'm gonna be pooped. That last portage, there was a huge tree. It looks like it's just fallen because there's no trail through the bush. So as I was carrying the canoe through the bush, I went for a little spill. But fortunately, none the worse for wear. Anyway, just have my snack, which is in here. A little bag. Drink my water. Stay hydrated. And let the wind blow me to the portage. Ah, water. Welcome tight. But I brought the canoe first this time, so I have to go back for the Flanagan. Well, I made it to Misty Lake. The last portage was a pretty easy portage, except for the blowdown and the takeout and the put in. Other than that, it was pretty much all downhill. A few muddy spots, but nothing too bad. I did think that I was going to have to, before I started it, kind of leapfrog because I was feeling kind of tired. But, well, I don't know, once I got the canoe on and I decided to do it first, just kept plodding, and as I said, it was downhill, so made good time. And then I don't know if I'm getting stronger, my neck's getting stronger or what, but I managed to power through with the Wanigan too. So made it here to Misty Lake. Got a great campground. It's pretty warm. Went for a swim. Got my hammock set up back there. And I don't know if I'm going to have a fire. Maybe just a cooking fire. And I had one last night and I don't know, it was too hot around the fire, so I ended up sitting down by the water, throwing the fishing line in. So it's just a waste really, and then so you gotta go hunt down firewood and everything else. And I see people here have cut up green trees and left green wood in the fire pit. So, oh, there's newspaper there to help you start your fire. Dinner for tonight: beef stroganoff. I dehydrate that at home myself. It's pretty good, if I do say so. Well, that was a first. I just heard a chainsaw from a campground over there, and then a crash. Sounds like they cut down a tree. I don't think it's MNR. It's like 20 to 8. It wouldn't be out here at this time. Anyway, always something. Oh, see, there it goes. I don't know if you're picking that up, but the sounds of Algonquin wilderness. Spoiled. Just sitting here watching the sun go down. Another great evening. This lake, Misty Lake, is actually the lake that my brother and I came on one of our first trips together. Probably like nearly 40 years ago or so. We don't really know. But there's a picture that's in my camping room downstairs of, I believe it's a sunrise, not a sunset, on Misty Lake from that trip.